The Last Act. Elliot Grayson was a failing ventriloquist. His shows barely sold tickets, and the few who did attend mocked his old-fashioned routine. But he refused to quit. His dummy Jasper had been with him since childhood, his only true friend. One evening, as Elliot packed up after yet another disastrous show, an old man approached him backstage. His suit was tattered, his breath reeked of mold, and his eyes, too wide, too knowing. "That dummy of yours. It's empty," the man rasped. "I can fix that. Give it a soul and it'll make you great." Elliot scoffed, but the old man placed a hand on Jasper's wooden head and whispered something in a language that made the air taste like metal. "You'll see," he said, then vanished into the shadows. That night, Elliot dreamt of whispers of someone, something, watching him from the dark corners of his room. When he woke, Jasper sat on the chair across from his bed, even though Elliot had left him in his case. At first, it was small things. During performances, Jasper's voice sounded clearer, sharper, almost as if someone else were speaking through him. The audience leaned in, mesmerized. Elliot's hands would cramp, yet Jasper's mouth moved perfectly. Then came the jokes, ones Elliot never thought of, yet Jasper spoke them effortlessly. His shows started selling out. His name was in the papers. But then the other things started happening. One night, as Elliot rehearsed alone in his apartment, Jasper turned his head, on his own. "Why do you look so scared, partner?" the dummy whispered. Elliot dropped him. His breath hitched. It had to be exhaustion, stress. But then he heard it. Soft tapping from inside the dummy's wooden chest. A heartbeat. Elliot tried to burn Jasper. That night. He threw the dummy into the fireplace, flames licking at the varnished wood. But Jasper just sat there, grinning through the flames. Then, in a voice no longer high-pitched and wooden, but human, hungry, he said, "You can't get rid of me, Elliot. You gave me a soul. I'm yours and you're mine." Elliot woke up the next morning with Jasper in bed beside him, arms wrapped around his chest like a lover. He stopped sleeping. Jasper's movements grew more independent, his voice more human. He whispered to Elliot at night, promises of greatness, of eternity together. Then one evening, Elliot performed in front of a packed theater. He opened the case. But Jasper wasn't inside. A cold hand touched his shoulder. "I'm right here," Jasper whispered. The audience gasped, because Elliot wasn't holding the dummy anymore. Jasper stood on his own. His wooden lips stretched into a grin. "The show must go on," he said. Elliot ran. He locked himself in his dressing room, heart pounding, sweat dripping down his face. The whispers came from all around. "You made me real. You can't just leave me." He grabbed a hammer. If fire didn't work, maybe breaking him apart would. When he burst out of the dressing room, the audience was gone. The theater was empty, except for Jasper sitting on the stage, waiting. Elliot raised the hammer, swung it down. A crack. Then another. Jasper's wooden skull split open. But inside, there was no wood, only flesh. A brain. Teeth. A single, blinking eye. Jasper laughed. Elliot screamed and kept swinging, breaking Jasper into splinters. By the time it was over, the dummy was nothing but broken wood and something else. Something wet and pulsing beneath the shattered frame. Elliot fled the city that night. But sometimes in the silence before sleep, he hears it, the tapping. A soft knock, knock, knock from inside his closet, waiting. Because Jasper wasn't just a dummy anymore. He was real, and real things never stay broken for long.